Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the week 33, August the 9th through the 15th weekly wrap up and my birthday book haul. Okay, so I kind of spoke out of turn on that. I don't know if all those packages that you saw in the thumbnail are books. I know some of them are, and some of them aren't necessarily sent because of my birthday. But most of those packages, some of those packages were received last week, and being that it's my birthday month, and in particular last week was my birthday week, yeah, so I'm really excited to get into those. I'm gonna open them now on screen for you guys so that I can do public thank yous and things like that while and it can live on, because some people aren't over on Instagram and I would hate for a thank you to go out and not have the person thanked that sent it. So let's get to that really quick. Before I do the lifestyle portion, no, let's do lifestyle first, because I must throw out some shade to my friends. Yes, I still call them my book friends, India and Charles, because I decided to join India. Well, I didn't decide. I was kind of forced to be on her Wind Down Wednesday, and it spiraled once again. I had internet issues, and I mean, luckily she prompted me to go and get an extender, and you know, we'll be setting that up in my house and stuff like that so that I'll have coverage and things like that. But the internet did not want to work for me, and you pretty much get to see me melt down on camera during a live because my internet decided not to work for me on Wednesday. So I will link that in the description so that you can go check out my meltdown, because it's great. It's fabulous. I watched it back and find that I laugh myself. Also, I started looking through some of the things that I have purchased over the last couple months, and I'm gonna need people that I purchase books from to send them to me, damn it. I mean, like, seriously, I am really getting kind of irritated. I reached out to one group that I purchased something from, and it has been like months. And I understand that we're in a pandemic and people are writing and, you know, things like that, but these are my signed books and I kind of want them. I want them to put on my shelves. I want them to talk about on my channel. I mean, I just want my books. I want my books. Please send me my books. So there's that. I don't think there's anything else going on. I have been loving reels over on Instagram, so if you're not there, go sign up for Instagram, or you know, what have you. It's a public, my page is public, so you can just look in the description box and find out all my socials. All my links are down there. I also have a TikTok, which I've been doing more book stuff on as well, so go fall down that hole of TikTok book recommendations and things like that. Instagram reels, been doing those, rocking out, doing some lip syncs over there as well. People are loving those. I'm pretty sassy on them. I don't get all fancy and stuff like that where I'm like changing outfits or anything like that, but I think my lip syncs are pretty freaking awesome personally. Other than that, yeah, let's just get to what I got in the mail, because it's a big stack. So I got a copy of A Lessons in Thorn by Sierra Simone. Super excited about this because Sierra is super hard to pin down, which means now I can reach out to her and be like, hey, can I get a nameplate for this, a signature nameplate, so I can have it and put it on my shelf with the other books. I loved this book. I am looking forward to finishing this series out. I'm waiting for the audiobooks, yes, because I feel that it's such a complex story, and the narrators that she's been able to get to narrate the story have been really on point. So I kind of want to listen to it. Also, this goes to a big thank you to Madeline, thank you very much for sending this to me. And I actually think one of the other boxes is tied to this one, but I'm not sure. But I wanted to say publicly, thank you, Madeline, for sending this book to me. So we have another package right here. Yay! So I got a copy of Love in Catalina Cove by Brenda Jackson. I arc read for this. I want to say when it first, when did it come out? Was it 2018, I think? Yes, 2018, and I have loved the series. Super excited to get this first book, and this is from Kayla. Thank you very much, Kayla, for sending me one of my favorite books. This is Siren by Hazel Grace, and this is a dark, twisted, crazy fairy tale retelling of the Little Mermaid's story, and it's part of the Sinister Fairy Tales collection. I am slowly trying to collect all of these books so that I can now stock the authors to get sign plates so that I can put them on there, but I really wanted this series because I really enjoyed this series. And this came from Antonella, and thank you very much, Antonella. I greatly appreciate this for, you know, helping me complete my collection. My sweet friend Angela sent me something from, she has a booktube channel. She actually lives super close to me as well. And I love it. Oh, she sent me candies and citizen of Romancelandia. She is getting her PhD, I think it is, in literature, and I just love it. I love it. I love watching her stuff, and she just sent me a whole like little package of goodies. A pen. Yay. I don't think you can see that. Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh, she sent stickers. Oh, I love stickers. Oh, and they're cute. Oh, they're Baby Yoda stickers. Oh, I'm going to have to, like, fight my son for these. I'm going to have to make sure he doesn't see them before I stick them somewhere. But these are so cute and amazing. Love it. Oh, so much. Wow. Thank you. And then she included a cute little note, so I will have to read that later. So I ordered a couple books from my good author friend, Christy Pastori. And that was to finish off my collection of books for her, and those came in. So let me show you which books I have. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys want me to re-record my bookshelf tours that I did strictly over on Instagram, because I have shelf 4, 5, and 6 here on YouTube, which you can look at in the bookshelf tour playlist. I will put that down in the description box so you guys can check that out. But yeah, those are like longer. Those are like 2 hours, an hour and a half a piece or something like that. But it's where I go through every single book. And the first 3, so 1, 2, and 3, are on Instagram in my IGTV section of it, and you can watch those as well. Those are like an hour a piece. I think I did really good, but I pull every single book off of the shelves and show you them. But would it be helpful if I put them here on Instagram? Let me know down in the comment section. If you didn't know, you can always please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. Also, I have my PayPal and my Ko-fi are down there as well. So if you think I do a good job and you want to give a donation, you can do that. All my socials are down there. My Amazon wish list and whatchamacallit, affiliate links, things like that are down there as well. So Christy sent me, I ordered a copy of Sweet Agony, and woo, there's something that just dropped out. Let's see. Ooh, this is Copper Landing, a sticker for Copper Landing, which is the next book, and I am super excited about this one. I am reading a anthology short story, and I can't wait to get to that one. It's Love at First Spike, Double Contact, which Christy has written as well. So, super excited about that. But I love this book. I think it is amazing, and so happy to have it. And the next book, which book was this? I think this is my royalty book that I ordered. She tapes these up so well. And yes, this is my royalty book that, so this is Royal Gentleman by Christy. And, oh, there's something in that one too. It's her card, so that I can tag her in it and things like that. So, if you don't remember, I talked about this book. I read for this book, and this is a story. It's not your typical royalty romance story. It has some grit to it, and it has some, like, feeling. She did her research when it comes to royalty and, like, those unknown sort of stories of royalty romances, and this book sort of follows one of those, and it's so good. It is so good. You guys really need to check this out. Alrighty, now I gotta figure out how to open this one without breaking a nail, because it's time to get the nails redone, guys. And what can I use to open the nail? Awesome. Without breaking a nail, that just happened. Okay, this one doesn't have a note with it, so I don't know who to thank for it. Oh, no, Madeline. Madeline, once again, sent me one of the Voyeur series. It's Lovers by Fiona Cole, and sadly, this wasn't my favorite book out of the series, but I will be collecting this series because I love this series oh so much, and it actually helps out my bookshelf here, because I need more LGBTQ IA plus stories, actually in physical form. I've read quite a few, but I don't have very many on my shelves back there, and being that this is one of those, I am greatly appreciated. I greatly appreciate getting a copy of this. Plus this, I love this cover. This cover is awesome. So that's all the book mail, things like that. Wow, that took way longer than I wanted to. So, you know. But let's get into the books that I read last week, which is fewer than what I normally read. But last week was an emotional week. It was like emotional read week, because I read 6 books and all of them hit me in my emotions and took me a little bit more time to read each one of them. It wasn't like they were light and fluffy or anything like that. They really hit the emotions. So let's talk about them. Like, really talk about them. So the first book that I finished last week was Drowning in Stars by Debra Anastasia. This is a YA novel. I give it 5 stars. I give it 1 Steam fan. I read this as an ARC, but it is available for you to read at this moment because I think you guys should. It is absolutely amazing. This book follows Gaze and Pixie. Well, Pixie and Gaze. So Gaze moves into this neighborhood, and Pixie is sort of the girl that is sort of running things. Not really running things, but she has her finger on the pulse. It's set in New York, and I just really love the atmosphere of it, and it's 2 kids learning how to survive and, you know, be each other's shoulder and, you know, rock and things like that. There is content warning for abuse, grief, and parental neglect throughout this story. So it is a very hard-hitting story. It's very emotional, and I actually thought I was going to get a little bit of a peek of some characters that we may have already seen from Debra Anastasia, because one of the locations that is talked about within the story is Poughkeepsie, and Poughkeepsie is actually the first book that I read from Debra Anastasia that just drove me to love her oh so much. It was absolutely beautiful. There was an Easter egg for Poughkeepsie in this one, and I was just like, which gave me the hopes that I would actually see characters from Poughkeepsie, but from the Brotherhood, but I don't think there were. I may have missed another Easter egg, but I'm not sure. But still, I loved this book. It really touched me, and I reached out, of course, to Debra and, you know, let her know that it was just pretty much the perfect book at the perfect time to read, and I just loved it oh so much. And the cover is absolutely stunning too. I mean, guys, this cover, I can't wait to get a physical copy of this. So just putting that out there. Whenever I see Debra next, I'll be getting a copy of this book because it's gorgeous. The next book that I finished was The One for Me, Arrowwood number 3 by Corinne Michaels. I place this in contemporary. I give this book 4.5 stars. I give it 3 Steam fans. I read this as an ARC. This actually comes out in a couple days, so you guys can meet Sean and Devney and see a true best friends to lovers romance, and it was so glorious. Now, Sean is Corinne's favorite baby, but there were some aspects of the story that I was just like, I kind of wanted to be done differently, but there are a lot of characters that were seen throughout this story that if you've read some other friends of Corinne's, you will see these Easter eggs, and they are glorious. So this story has content warnings for grief, family secrets, and it's sort of a forbidden love story because they are childhood friends, and their connection, Sean and Devney's connection, is sort of, there's reasons why they can't be together, and they really have been through thick and thin together, and I just really, really, really enjoyed it. The next book that I finished was Always Mine, which is Liam and Maddie's story number 1, Roommates number 5 by Kennedy Fox. I place this in new adult. I give it 4.5 stars. I give it 3 Steam fans. I listened to this as an audiobook. I have been diving down a hole for Kennedy Fox, and this was the last duet in this series for roommates and the families and friends that we met. And Liam and Madeline are this couple that met, but then there's an age gap and there is a forbidden aspect of it. You see their tension throughout the other books, the other duets within this story, and this is their story. It was a really, really interesting look at what Liam actually does. He's a, he doesn't like to call himself a bounty hunter, but that's what we would think of. What was he? Bail recovery agent or something like that. So he is sort of law enforcement, but not really law enforcement. And, you know, she is super young. She's a dancer. She just wants to get out of the house. She is a virgin. So, I appreciated the way that they played on that one. We knew that she was a virgin throughout the other two duets. And, I just really enjoyed this first part of it. There were some things that I was just like, why? I would have thought Liam would have been smarter in some of his decisions that led up to the cliffhanger ending and to this next book, which is Always Yours, Liam and Maddie's book number 2, Roommates number 6 by Kennedy Fox. Place this one in new adult as well. Give this one 4.5 stars. Give it 4 Steam fans because it gets kind of spicy. And listen to this as an audiobook. And there is, I forgot to give content warnings for both of these, so I'm just going to put them all together. Both books have content warnings for kidnapping, virgin, gambling, blackmail, kidnapping, attempted murder. So, yeah, that's sort of what you're playing on and dealing with and things like that throughout these stories. This is their conclusion to Madeline and Liam's story, as well as a conclusion to the series. But there is a hint for the newest series that is coming out, and I was here for it because I really want to see what comes next for one of the characters, and I can't wait to get into it. Yes. Then I read Eyes Turn Skyward, which is Flight and Glory number 2 by Rebecca Yarros. I sort of place this in new adult. It deals with some older characters, I guess. They are out of college and they're moving on with their lives. I give this book 4.5 stars. I give it 2 Steam fans. I listen to it as an audiobook. It is part of my Flight and Glory series vlog that I am doing. So be on the lookout for that one. I knew it was going to be emotional. There is content warnings for medical conditions, drug addiction, and family secrets. This follows Paisley and Jagger, and you also get to see the couple from the first book sort of interact with them. They aren't completely integral to it, but they are mentioned, so you probably want to read this series in order. Be emotionally dragged, because that's exactly what this is. So Paisley is dealing with a health condition, and it is very heartfelt and very how do I want to put this? Because if I say something, it could spoil it for you. You're very conscious of her medical condition, and it plays a big part in the story. So then you have Jagger, who is in flight school, and he needs to concentrate, but at the same time, he saves Paisley when they first meet from some douchebag throws Paisley off of a bridge, not a bridge, off of a pier. There we go. Throws her off of a pier, and he ends up saving her from the ocean. And from there, they have this connection, and it was so beautiful to watch their connection move and ebb and, you know, change and things like that. There are a lot of military aspects to this series, and I am here for it. And I think Rebecca does an amazing job at showing that side of the military and military training and things that go on in the military. There are some aspects to it that were spot on, and I just really, really enjoyed it. It's very emotional, which is why my entire week was emotional. All the books that I just talked about were super emotional. And then the final book that I read last week was The 7-Year Itch by Tessa Bailey. I listened to this. Nope. I gave it 4 stars. I give it 3 Steam fans. I listened to it on the podcast of Read Me Romance. Read Me Romance. And This is Drew and Jamie. They are best friends. They have a one-night hookup at a masquerade party where they don't necessarily, well, one of them knows who the other one is, but the other one doesn't know who it is, and they have a one-night stand, and this is them working through their, should we cross the line? Shouldn't we cross the line? I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. So it's a fun little num-num, and I liked it. There is a sister that's involved and is like, you know, hey, why haven't you seen this before? It's built on a tragedy where one person has to take care of the sister, and yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you about that. Make sure you listen to both sides of the podcast, because the placement of that break, once again, is a little torturous. So glad that I listened to it on Friday and, you know, was able to get it all as one, because I would have been kind of mad. What am I currently reading? I am currently reading Hellsbreath Sector by Nyte. I think that's how we pronounce her last name. This is a paranormal romance, and it is part of the Zombie Year 2099 series that I was hoping to read this weekend, but it didn't happen all that much. I just started it last night, and I am enjoying it so far. Really enjoying it. Yes. I will also be trying to read Voodoo Sector and the Royal Vampire Sector, all within the Zombie Year 2099 series. So that is all. Yes. Let me know down in the comment section if you have read any of these books, if you're gonna try out any of these books. Let's talk about it. Let's see where your feelings are on them down there. Woo. I did a lot of talking today. I hope you guys enjoyed my book haul, or yep, my book haul, my birthday stuff. Thank you for all of the birthday wishes that you guys have sent out throughout social media platforms. I greatly appreciate it. I feel very loved. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you want to connect with me on those different social media platforms, all that information is down in the description box. Also down there in that description box is timestamped information, so if you missed a cover at any point throughout this video or any of my weekly videos, you can always go to the description box and check out those timestamps. What else? Down there is a feedback form, so that if you want to give suggestions or, you know, let me know how I'm doing, how I can possibly improve in my channel. There are some recommendations that don't need to be said, but I'll let y'all have that. You know, take it with a grain of salt. But also my Ko-fi, PayPal, affiliate links, wish list, all of that down in the description box, so you guys can, you know, keep in touch, donate if you feel like, you know, you want to help out to keep this channel running. Luckily, school doesn't start until September. Phew, which means virtual learning doesn't start until September, so I have a little more time to sort of get my son another computer, which is going to be real interesting. Yeah, super fun. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.